The crazy laws continue in part 2. In this video, I'll be going in alphabetical order and covering Hawaii to Maryland. You won't want to miss these crazy laws, so stay tuned. What's going on, everyone? My name's Derek, and if you've seen my videos before, welcome back. If this is your first time here, there's an application you need to fill out as well as a small fee you need to pay to view any further content. Just kidding. It's great to have you, and there's no cost to be here. All I ask is that if you enjoy stories that are crazy and true, you subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll know when new crazy and true stories are uploaded. Pretty easy, right? Okay, let's jump into these crazy, strange, and weird laws. Hawaii, the land of beautiful scenery at every turn and perfect weather. It's also home to a bizarre law involving coins. In Hawaii, it's illegal to put a coin in your ear. First, I think most people would have a hard time fitting and keeping a coin in their ear. See, I couldn't do it. Secondly, why would anyone ever do it? What's the benefit? Maybe this is what people did before earplugs were invented. Upon further investigation, it appears that this law came to be in the year 1847. This was before Hawaii joined the United States and was put in place by the king at that time, King Kamehameha. King Kamehameha. Anyone on the island that's found with coins in their ears is suspected of selling drugs, so if you live on or visit the island, keep the coins out of your ears and in your pockets. Moving on to Idaho. It's a third-degree felony if you're caught throwing away a good potato. Just kidding, I had to do it. Here's the real law. If you've ever been to Idaho, you may have noticed how clean and pristine the roads are. That's because it's against the law to sweep any kind of debris onto roads, streets, highways, and alleys. Specific debris mentioned in the law are paper, glass bottles, litter, tacks, nails, hooks, cans, boards, trash, garbage, etc. So in short, anything swept onto the roads is illegal. For a first offense, you can expect a $150 fine. A second offense doubles that at $300, and a third offense can cost you up to $1,000 plus up to 30 days in the county jail. Just play it safe and put debris in the trash. This one's a bit different than the others. Instead of this law being something illegal, it's actually a law about something being legal. In Illinois, you can only drink alcohol if you're 21 or over. Well, if you're a culinary student, you can legally taste alcohol. You just have to spit it out and not swallow it. This law was passed in 2012 and is nicknamed the Sip and Spit Law. Since wine is a popular ingredient to cook with, the law allows students under 21 to taste different alcoholic beverages so they can better know how to cook with them. They just need to remember to spit it out, or else they're breaking the law. I'd be willing to bet that after this law was passed, the number of people under 21 attending culinary school at least doubled. Speed limits can be frustrating at times, but they're important and they help keep us safe. But in Indiana, there's a speed limit enforced that has nothing to do with a motor vehicle. Instead, it's an animal. If you're riding a horse in the state of Indiana, make sure the horse isn't going faster than 10 miles per hour, or you may get a speeding ticket. The law states that no horse shall be driven at a speed above 10 miles per hour. The Indy 500 isn't the only high-speed race in the state. Way back when, there also used to be high-speed horse races. To put an end to these races, this law was passed. My question is, how do you put a speedometer on a horse? Also, how strange would it be to be pulled over on a horse and have the officer tell you you were speeding and clocked at 12 miles per hour? Not a cool way to get a speeding ticket. This next one in Iowa is a good one to have in place. It's common sense and shouldn't have to even be a law, but you know some hooligans are to blame for it being put into place. Iowa bans people from throwing bricks and any other dangerous instruments or toys onto highways. The law also extends to streets and public grounds. What's odd is that there's a way around this if you first receive written permission from the city council. I can't think of any scenarios where it would be justifiable to throw a brick on the highway, but it would be interesting to see if anyone has ever sought and been given permission from the city council to do just that. If you like doing burnouts or coming to quick stops, you'll want to avoid the state of Kansas. Any form of tire screeching is against the law. The law went into effect in 2018, and any violators have to pay a $100 fine. The law applies to both moving and stationary vehicles. I think it's safe to say that no Fast and Furious movies will ever be made in Kansas. Okay, I've never heard of this happening, but this law is in place just for good measure. In Kentucky, a woman can't marry the same man 4 times. It's interesting that the cutoff is at 4. I think 3 is too many, but hopefully for the people in the bluegrass state, the 3rd time really is the charm. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the inspiration behind this law. Maybe couples were divorcing and then remarrying several times so they could keep getting wedding gifts. Sounds like a good strategy to me. Have you ever ordered someone a surprise pizza before? I did once when I was a teenager. I ordered a pizza and had it delivered to my friend's house. I did it to create an awkward situation between my friend and the delivery guy. Anyways, enough of my dirty laundry. If I was living in Louisiana when I pulled my little prank, I would have been guilty of harassment. Sending a surprise pizza in this state can result in a $500 fine. That's one expensive pizza. My home state doesn't have a law against this, so feel free to send me a surprise pizza and I'll consider you a friend for life. Dunkin' Donuts is one of the most popular donut establishments in history, and it's likely that no state loves Dunkin' Donuts more than Maine. In South Berwick, Maine, a law was put in place making it illegal for anyone to park in front of Dunkin' Donuts franchise. The building is fairly small, and the intersection it's on can get pretty busy during popular coffee times. The location has no parking spaces, so people would park on the street and hurry and run in to grab coffee and donuts. This caused major traffic jams on the street, and that's why this law went into effect. Sleeveless t-shirts are nice for a few different reasons. They're nicer for the warmer months, they give better tan lines, they show off your biceps more, and they can be more comfortable. But not everyone is a fan of them, and in the city of Baltimore, it's considered a violation to wear one in a public park. No exceptions, and any violators can receive a $10 fine. Kinda crazy coming from a state where the law allows you to marry your first cousin, right? But hey, that's an extra law that actually brings the total number of crazy laws in this video to 11. Well guys, that puts an end to the crazy laws in this episode. We've covered 20 now, which means we have 30 left to go. Be on the lookout for part 3 in the coming weeks, and if you haven't seen part 1 yet, you'll want to check it out. And the good news is, I have the link to it down in the description. Thanks for spending some time with me today, and if you haven't already, subscribe so you can join me for more crazy and true stories. Also, if you enjoyed this video, turn the like button blue, and don't forget to share it with someone you think would also like it. Last but not least, if you have a story suggestion or topic you'd like to pass along for a future video, drop it in the comments. While you're down there, let me know which law you thought was the craziest. Until next time, have fun and stay safe.